So now you can see, can't you? So, wait, am I back on? Who's minor panic? Even real accounts? I don't think so. No, it's just some fucking crazy guy. Right. So what were we doing? We were watching Katyklism, weren't we? She was like... Yeah, she was getting annoyed because she was losing.
That's like society telling me that mugging a homeless person is probably not a good idea. And me saying, society is just really telling me, like, I shouldn't mug this homeless person. And, like, I want to prove everybody wrong. Like, no, bear in mind, I'm not saying what she's doing is a...
Also, like, that's just as bad anyway, because, like, she's not really doing... Like, what, this is the other thing as well. It's like, what is a woman's role in society, if you're going to be really honest? Like, what is it? It should be trying to, like, repopulate the planet and keep our, like, the English heritage going, or the white heritage going, or the future going. But again, these women have just been, like, brainwashed, and they've been taught that, like, having kids, for them to have kids is evil. For, like, brown and black people to have kids, that's okay, because, like, they need all the kids. And this is, like, the psyops again. So why we've just given, like, so much money to fucking Africa? There's just got, like, so many people in Africa now. We've got to, like, think about it. So what's gonna happen if we just stop giving them aid? They'll all just die. They will all just, like, go into, like, massive civil war and just, like, fucking end each other. That's not even, like, hyperbole. That will just happen. I'm sorry that offends you, but that is just what will happen. We've proven they cannot, like, function. Ooh. Oh, Willies and Boo. Oh, now we're talking. Here's a little present for you. Got him. I love porn. That's some.
Crime, but I'm saying, like, people, you know, having opinions on stuff is probably usually for a specific reason. Now, I'm not saying that crowd mentality is always wrong. The internet is full of morons. Believe me, I know.
Oh, yeah?
Like, people just yapping on, and you think, what the f*** are you talking about? You have no idea. But in this...
What just happened? Oh, they actually got, like, little things. I know. Oh, yeah. Dude. Why is everyone here just so rude to me? Shit. Hell yeah. Alright.
What the f*** are you talking about? You have no idea. But in this specific instance, there is a herd mentality. There is a big general consensus about your decision to drop a link because of the known facts, because of your upbringing, because of your support system, because of the fact that we know why these people are buying your OF. You know. But maybe you just fully don't. You haven't connected the dots yet because you still.
Yeah, that's what it is. She, and then like, now she like trivializes her, and then she's like now she like shames her by like, inferring she's just like a little girl. So I mean, it's like women do this. Like Schrodinger's like victim. Sometimes women are like strong and independent, but then other times they're victims. It's like if they do accomplishments as a woman, it's really cool, and they're like really smart and really like brave and just like. But like if they become like victims, it's because they're children. So they just you can't win. It's just I'm a woman, so give me attention. That's basically just what it is. I'm not a woman. Why are you not giving me attention? What? Oh. You'll buy me a beer.
Still young. That's the problem. But no, that shouldn't be your life mission to prove people wrong. I get it's an ego thing perhaps, but no. In this specific instance, the internet is right. Yeah? I feel like that's rare that I say that, because the internet is full of absolute idiots. But in this scenario, mate, people were right.
Mate.
Trust me, I understand I disappointed some people, but listen, I told you guys, if you don't want to watch me, if you don't want to see my stuff, it's okay. Like, I'm not pressuring anyone to watch me after I did what I did. You know what I mean? I'm not. I think it's just live your life. 5 years is
Just
not
brat hot girl summer, dude.
I'm not gonna be doing what I'm doing right now. See, this was
Chill out,
really
man.
watch this video because yes, Piper, in 5 years, it is going to matter. I always talk about Mia Khalifa because it's a good example. Lana Rhodes, for example, they
No.
content a very long time ago. Yet every time their Instagram posts come up on my For You page, the comments will consistently belittle them, berate them, remind them, shame them, insult them.
Yeah, I've learned that actually like women hate being shamed. So I think even like me doing this, it's probably like kryptonite. Okay, this will be she'll never watch this, and even if she does, she'll just dismiss it because I'm too small. She'll just know that it's better to just hide it. There's no good for her to like to expose me because even she just know that the chance like I've got so little to lose, and she's got so much to lose, and I don't. Like for me, it's nothing. I'm like a no one. I make no money off this. It's just a hobby. But for her, it'll be risky because if she put it on and somehow I did get like a weird cult following or something, I became like the new Nick Fuentes or something like that. That would be really bad for her. So that's why it's perfect. Why I'm just like basically having fuck all like followers. I can just like be. It's like people always say that actually. You always get these like uh big celebrities and stuff, and they always say, "Oh, it is much more fun to use like social media when you're like a no one." And it is. Like when I got an X, I don't want to be famous. I just want to you just want to be on there and just say stupid shit posts. But if you're just famous and people just know you, they're just gonna simp over you, and they just anything you say is just. It's like when Asmongold just comments. It's just. This is just shit that you just get. It's just the way ratioing is so fucked. Because it's just like, who knows who's actually like liking it? All it is just like, okay, I have this many followers, but again, it's like, who are they? They're going to be like the lowest common denominator. They're not going to be the geniuses. That's going to be like the lowest common denominators. Because again, Asmongold's a bit like Moist Critical, where it's like, he's probably got an IQ of like 120. Maybe 130. So to like people like just your normal like average Joes, laymen, they see him as like being very insightful and very like wise. But just for me, I'm not. He's not. I don't know. I don't think he's worth my time. I don't want to watch him just because he's ugly as well, and he's like disgusting. I don't know. I just think these are all attributes that just show integrity. I just think he's not a celebrity, is he? When I just think of like, like classy celebrities, and you just think of when they used to have like these talk shows, I'd be classy. Or like Parkinson. You'd wear like a suit, and you'd be a good-looking dude. You'd be a celebrity, but it makes sense because you'd be like an attractive person. And they'd always have like interesting anecdotes, and but then they'd probably always down like in their personal life probably be like a family man and just have like a family and kids, and they just. But now it's not like that. It's just they basically just opened the floodgates. Just said, you know what, you can just pick who you want celebrities to be. How about that? That's the best thing to do. And it's just what happens is you just get like the worst people because it's the world. When again, like hey, like the world is such an awful place. It actually isn't. I think that we're in gaslit again. It's not. The world would be a lovely place if we make it lovely. It's just bad at the moment because there are more bad people than good people in the world. I know that's the truth. Truth. There's probably only like 1/8 of the world is like really nice and good, and the rest of them are just probably like flawed in some massive way. Even if they're religious, they're probably like still flawed in some massive way. There's plenty of like fucking Catholic people, evil Christians, evil Jewish people, evil anything. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Um, yeah, it's just mental. Yeah, it had some nice raps. So good. I made too much. I just have it for tomorrow, but like I thought I would be ambitious and try to eat 4 wraps, and I got into 2, and I was like, no, I can't do it. I only just about finished the second one. I just had it with like loads of like nice veg. Um, hot sauce, really good, but probably because like I think the actual meat was quite heavy. I think it was like I want to say it was like 200 grams or 300 grams of the meat. So actually, I think like if I ate half of that, it's like 150 grams of just I guess like fake protein. But that is really filling still. It doesn't matter. It's just, it does feel like the same amount of like filling that you would eat if you ate like actual chicken. That's the scam. It's probably not as good for you. I'm happy to accept that. But I think that's I don't know. I think it's debatable. I don't know. Everyone can do what they want. It works for me, so it doesn't have to work for you.
Think of because people don't like to see women walk away from this kind of thing. And it's interesting. It is interesting. Women get shamed for being in work despite men primarily paying for it. Women get shamed for walking away. Women get shamed when they die in the industry. I've seen workers.
I mean, that never happens to men, does it? I mean, that never happens to men. I'll be honest with her. She's right. Like, this never happens with men, so it is unfair. Because as a bloke, I've never been shamed for just my existence or with having that white privilege or being like nagged. Things are really easy for me when they're really not. Because you have like people, you have like women like hey who think I have it really easy. So every woman you meet who thinks you've had it easy just makes your life hard because they think you've had it easy. So what ends up happening is you don't actually have it easy because everyone thinks you've had it easy, so they make your life hard. See how that works? It's just that's what happens. You just like every single person of color you come across, every single person who's like a woman, they're just gonna make your life difficult because they just don't want to give you the like. They just think, oh, we don't want to make input like the best. It's just too obvious. We don't want that. We don't want to we don't want to like stroke his ego because he'll just he'll like I don't know. He might become like the president and like, end us all. Even though why it wouldn't. If anything, I'd like them more. But this is the weird, like, this is what I'm saying. So this is the stupid, low IQ. It's what I said to people. I kept saying this. I said, if you really think about it, like, if you knew someone was, like, really intelligent, why would you want to fuck with them? I just don't get, like, why you're trying to do that. There's, like, certain people probably you wouldn't want to fuck with. I think it's like, you know that graph where you've got, like, the bell graph I think the two people you don't want to fuck with are the really stupid people and then the really smart people. And then in the middle, those are kind of the people you can fuck with. People sort of around the average, because they'll not be like smart enough where they could probably come up with a way to fuck with you in a way where they won't get in trouble. But they're not stupid enough where they're just going to do something fucking crazy because they're dumb and they don't get they understand the consequence. See what I mean? The people in the middle, they're going to be the ones who'll be like, oh, I better not do anything because if I do, I'll probably go to prison or something. Or they're not smart enough to think of like a way they could do it. But when you're smart, you can just think of like just loads of the myriad of ways. Like if it's like someone at work, you just want to fuck with them. There's so many things you can just do. I'm not even going to say it, just in fear of like some kind of retaliation. But you can use your imagination. But it was funny because there was a thing from Reddit, and it was like some woman was just confessing on some shitty board on Reddit, because Reddit's just full of fuckheads. And it basically was, there was some 27-year-old man who joined her work, and he basically is me. He goes into work, but he makes like zero effort with like any of the women. And again, most of that for me, and it's ironic because what the end of the story just basically proves the irony. She's like complaining how this 28-year-old's joined, and he anytime there's like any interactions with women, he's just very, very like he's very short and just like it's only like it only goes across like very basic pleasantries, such as like how was your weekend, or are you looking forward to the weekend, stuff like that. But then she notices then when he engages with the men, he's like proper like so I suppose it's probably like in her head she's probably like watched The Office, and there's that episode where it's like with D'Angelo Vickers, who's like Will Ferrell's character, and he has the man's club. She probably thinks it's like that kind of environment. It's because she's watched too much like TV. But actually, probably what it just is just more. He doesn't really want to get involved with any women because he knows he always had his fingers burnt before. That by like becoming friends with a woman at work, it just opens up all this like issues where they can just use like anything they want to like fuck with you, because they just lie and the women just do, and they don't get in trouble for it because they've never been told no. It's happened to me. I've just been people just lie and they've lost their job over it, but they just do it because they don't care. Because for them, they probably don't care because it's like for women, that's not their go-to really. They just happy to do stuff like that because it's just. They just want to get reactions out of people. Just this is what women do. They just like I don't know, but it does just explain like how women just that is like what work is to them. It's for them. It's just some kind of like social gathering area, and it's not. This is the difference between the women and the men. The women are just convinced that you all need to come in, you all need to like work, and you all need to like listen, and we all have to like validate them because they wear a different fucking dress every day, and it's like no one cares you do this, and it's not. No one cares you have to put makeup on in the morning. No one cares you do all this. Just work from home, and no one will care. We don't care. The blokes don't care. We're just here. We just realised that we're getting paid, so we're just gonna like put on a performance. We just don't actually care. We really don't. As soon as it's like 5 o'clock and we go home, we just don't want to talk about it. Really, we just want to go home and just. Women don't. They just want to like make everything into like some kind of fucking social event, and they need validation for everyone. So this is what happens. It's like this bloke is just being like really. He probably is just aware of that because he knows that if he goes into a room and there's a woman in there by themselves, he's in the elevator with them. It's just she can just do anything. So, for example, if he talks to her and she feels he's being creepy, that's a report to HR. And it's just her word versus his, and she'll go with hers because there'll be some like HR bitch who'll just be like the sisterhood. They'll join together. And that works both ways as well, because then it's like, then actually she does go in the elevator, and she actually does get groped by like Ahmed, who's like the Middle Eastern Egyptian guy, but then she won't complain to HR because she doesn't want to be seen as racist. So this is the great thing. It's just about these liberal women. Is they just absolutely just end up destroying everything. They just completely undo everything that we've just been doing, just for some weird reason. Um, so he just doesn't want to. He probably just realizes he's approaching his 30s. He's at that time now. Like when blokes get into their 30s, it's like they're just wanting to have a quiet life. They don't want any drama or anything. And now it's just this bitch on like Reddit is now openly confessing that because she feels like there's like a hostile environment because he's deliberately not giving them attention, and that's what I'm talking to you about. So it's validation to these women, and if you don't give them the validation, they go ape. They'll go absolutely ape, and they'll do anything they can to like get you to give them that reaction, and that's doesn't matter if that's you. They try and make you lose your job. Anything they can do, they will. This is what I'm talking to you about. It's like they it is like that joke like if you had like a woman who was in charge of the nuclear missiles and she had some like trying to get attention from some like man that she just couldn't do, she probably would just like try and like nuke his house. Be like, yeah, you notice me now. It's just fucking crazy. It's just I don't care. They just get emotional. When you get emotional, it's like when you watch like Dragon Ball Z, any anime, any shonen anime ever. Well, actually, it's not always because there's actually some occasions where it does actually it does work. But like for example, when Vegeta always gets like the Trunks gets like killed by Cell, I don't know, Vegeta just looks fucking like angry and he just like charges Cell. The one thing they always say, because I think it happens with Aizen as well, and like Hitsugai does it as well. He's always like, "Oh, you're full of openings," because that's probably what happens. Yeah, when you just get emotional, you're not thinking, you're sloppy, you're just opening, you're just charging them at full strength with your like your sword out, and you're not you're forgetting all the major, all the little mini nuances, which because you just getting really angry. But then once people get into that stage, if you're able to stay calm, you can kind of they kind of like hang themselves, don't they? And it's just that's the problem. It's just men are now realizing this with women, especially. It's just you can't do anything. I just think a lot of companies are just trying to avoid getting women hired because they just realize they're not getting as much output from them. They're always being ill and going off on, and there's a fucking maternity leave is a thing as well. Um, um, they're just a liability at work. Any of that's shit is annoying to anyone who works at the company as well. Like, they're aware of that. They're just like, oh great, we've got like how many people we've got? Oh, we just hired 4 women and all aged between like 19 and like 24. You know, brilliant, great. This is all, and they're probably thinking that there's all 4 of these women is probably like walking time bombs if someone's going to do something. And also the women love it. They actually are trying to get that to happen to them as well because they actually love they get the validation from it happening. Like it eats into their sort of like the kinky smarty romance books they read, where they're aware that like they're at work and it's just like they're not really doing anything of any value. They're just always doing like just like filler shit, just like project management shit. It's just like what is that? It's just like, oh, I'm in charge of this, like these special relations. It's just shit. It's fucking shit. And if you have a boss who's a manager, they always just like make you do just because they're not happy with satisfied with downtime, so they'll just make you just arbitrarily do all this like busy work, and it's just no point to it. And if you like challenge them and say, well, "What's the point of me doing this?" They get really angry about it, and they're like, they pull rank because again, it's like women don't know how to lead. They just think you just get angry and shouty. That's how you do it. It's just like watch Mad Men, and you just think that's what you do. You just get yelly and shouty, just burp in meetings. That's stupid. It's just yeah. It's just, all the women at work hate each other. Men don't want to really hang out with them. It's just fucks. I just don't get it. I don't like it. I hate them. Sorry, it's just that they have. I just think like that if any unpleasantry I've had at work has always been internal politics, and it's always stemmed from a woman. It's never been like I've been complained about by my customer or anything that's actually is realistic with my job. It's always just been some shit from some internal politics. And what does that say? People be like, "Oh, you're probably just an asshole at work." Well, I don't know, because like I say, like, why did my actions not speak for myself? Why was I doing like okay with my job? It's just working there for a significant amount of time. It's fucking sick, dude. Right.
now who have died before they quit, and the comments will be them, even upon death. So you can't win in these scenarios. When you quit, you will be followed around with it because a lot of men seem to get off on the fact that they will remind you about your past because they see themselves as.
I hate this so much. It's just it's stupid. Women just always want their cake and they hate it. We need to just tell them to shut up. I'm gonna work my damn hardest just to like try to convince men just to not tell women to shut up. I do. It's all bullshit. It doesn't make any sense. Why are you just letting them get away with this? You can just say no. You can just tell them I don't want this. You don't have to listen to them. That's what I always think. Why do we have to take this? It's just been browbeat this whole time. Fuck, who did that? It's been browbeat this whole fucking time. Shit. Not great to have been hit by a fucking missile this early on, but oh well. That's fine. I don't feel like I should have been hit by that rocket, so yeah. I know that sounds really pedantic. It's just I did die by getting killed.
Superior mechanism. You can't escape it. And if you do, which you will because you're 18, mentally develop and change and your frontal lobe will fully form because women's brains take a very long time, men's even longer.
Crazy. Exactly. Well, what are we doing then? So again, it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to just accept then that women do need to like be sheltered? So that's just what it sounds like to me. It just sounds like you shouldn't be going to uni then at the time. It just sounds exactly what Katie's talking about. Like she's literally just said it. Like, and look at her. She is example of like why she shouldn't go to uni. Because look at her. And that's actually the really funny thing is that she won't accept that. If I made that point to her, she'd be like, no, I had a great time at uni. But yeah, look at you. Look at the fucking state of you. Like, what are you? What are you turned into? Just hate anyone who's like white. Any white males you hate. The only white males you'll like will be like ones who are like gay or like in the LGBT scene. It's like, how can you not see you falling for some? Do you see what I mean? Some like anti-white rhetoric. Can you not just even just see it, even if we're just like saying it from like a ridiculous thing to think about? Like if I was like from a nation like China and I wanted my women to like be like the worst for the men, Katie would probably be like the exact thing I'd do. I'd be like, yeah, perfect, absolutely. So whatever like they've had to do to convince her to do that, which is just all the like the TV and all like the propaganda they've been given and all like the do you know all this shit that's just like it's been exposed to. That's all just been choreographed by the enemies again of Western nations because they know that it'll be harder to turn the men into Democrats, but they can because that's what I mean. You turn them into oh shit, you turn them into LGBT. Fucking blast them, dude. That's what the Indians are doing. Indians trying to turn the men into trans people. Because when they're trans, they're very Democrat, aren't they? You're not going to get many Republican trans people. Jesus Lord. No. Okay. Oh. Oh. So this is the bit that bit me in the ass. Somehow I got fucking obliterated by these fucks.
Are we surprised? That's a joke, okay? To form, you will change your mind about things because I look back at my mindset when I was 18 and I didn't necessarily see the problem with only everything in the open game. Having the flexibility to use one shot.
See what I mean?
Instagram, cinematic.
Katie spoke with Professor Wigner, and she was trying to convince her that she should do OnlyFans. This is what these women, this is what these teachers want them to do. They want them to make OnlyFans. Okay. Didn't even kill it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh God. Why can't I reach it? No, I can't believe it. It's like, boy, it's so tight. It's. I didn't even make any mistake. I basically made like one little mistake. Actually insane. Actually insane. Maybe I should just use the photon cannon. I just don't know. Obviously, you got to stop the planes. I just felt like, oh, I let one bomber through, and that was. That's just how strict it is. As soon as you see the bombers, just go. Just don't worry about the tanks and shit. Or maybe that was it. It was probably like that one tank that like let through. It was just like there, just shooting it forever. There's always like one of those sort of what I'd refer to in a game, which is just like an unrealistic situation where it's like for some reason this mission is so like vital, but they just rely on you to do everything. There's like no tanks outside of like the actual place. There's no men with guns. Nothing. It's just the tanks march in and that's it. It's just straight on to the onto the. It makes no sense.
Because I look back at my mindset when I was 18, and I didn't necessarily see the problem with OnlyFans at 18. Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
See, that's what I'm saying. I think that there is just a universe where Kate just wants to strip. The call to strip is just it's taken so many women. I don't blame her. Well, I do, but I just think like it's just so common for women to just want to do it. I think so. I think this is it. She's dancing around the idea. She's doing like this thing where she's being like over virtuous with her. She's like, "Well, I don't want to do it because I keep talking about how much I don't want to do it." I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds like someone who probably doesn't want to do it." I'm not gonna be honest. Like, if you probably don't like it, you probably won't talk about it. If you just want to keep talking about it, fuck. Oh dear, spaghettios. Yes. Oh dear. Great. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I would crash into them. That would have been fucked. Maybe. Uh, great. not taking any chances, mate. Great. Oh god, yeah. You idiot. Oh god. Better not let that happen then. Nice. Fucked his ass. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. I can barely catch up with these motherfuckers. Damn. What kind of nonsense is that? I don't even have any money. Not money, rockets. Where am I living? I would be so much easier if they get all my
Genuinely,
weapons.
you know, I want to be somewhere completely different. Like maybe not even doing the internet, and because sometimes it's like a terrible place. Yeah, yeah. So you almost
Maybe not even doing the internet. There you go, see. That should be easier. I'm not gonna waste it on this shit. Alright, here we go. You idiot, you fucking stupid idiot.
see yourself in 5 years.
No.
Possibly almost just like, oh my god, like, absolutely. Maybe even sooner than that. So I kind of want to I want to make sure I, am able to support me and everyone, and then also do something good with it. Show everyone the good things I'm doing. Help people. A lot of people are actually, this is like so amazing to me. Like a lot of people, because I've been doing videos where I like buy stuff, because of course, I'm a little bit more.
Probably everyone who likes it, like black, brown, and like Jewish people. They'd be like, yeah, it's so liberal, and other women. It's only straight white men that don't like it. This is a big thing. Why are you listening to these people? Of course they're gonna tell you to whore yourself out. They want to see the destruction of the West. How do you not know that? Dude. Ah, I love porn!
Angel tree stuff. Yeah, angel tree, and I'll be like,
I don't know what
my
it is.
grandparents' house.
Oh, that's so dope.
This is the thing.
That's so sick, man. Can you believe that? Can you believe her grandparents, who lived in the easiest time ever to buy a house, were unable to somehow pay for their house in their lifetime? So they left it upon their granddaughter to strip to the Indians and black people, so they can pay the house. Isn't that just really sweet? That's just for me. That's like the American dream, right there. It warms the cockles in my heart to know that you can strip for third worlders, like mostly black and Indian guys, already fat loser white guys. Um, and that's it. They'll become you'll become really rich. And so what? People might be mean to you, but who cares? You got to lose money, and you manage to retire your family, and that's the sacrifice these women do. They don't seem to care. It's like it's almost like they just don't have this like shame that men have. I don't think they do. I mean, that's what separates us. I mean, women are just like very hedonistic. They don't care. They just see like the end goal. To them, like the ends justify the means. It's like most men, they don't. They just think like, if you're gonna do something, like, it really like it'll depend. There'll be some things that dudes won't do because they just know it's, it's invaluable. But I think women, they don't care. Like, they're just gonna strip him.
I saw a post about this the other day. You know, workers, they do so much more, right, for the community than any politician, it seems. And I know a lot of people might be, Katie, the amount of workers that I have seen that do good with their money. I think it was Sophie Rain that donated
Yeah, that's all that matters. It's just that they make loads of money, but they donate like bits of it. That's all that matters. Really. That's the most important thing. All that matters is just like that she's really good with her like what she does with her money. She gives loads of it to charity, and hopefully she's gonna get loads of attacks, which would be really funny. Because Katie will be really annoyed about that. She'll be like, she has to be angry about it, but she'll be angry because it's like men have probably like told her to do the. She'll be like, I cannot believe a man is now asking a woman who's made porn to pay for like to pay taxes. Oh, you idiot! Why would you fucking do that? You idiot! You're gonna die. No. I think that's it. Right? I love gum. Hell yeah. That would have felt nice. Hell yeah. how would I even land on that? That's way too small. Okay. Oh, I suppose I could do. Hell yeah, bruh. God, how long was it? So how long do you have to go before fucking... And it's quite a hard mission.
Ton of meals to Americans living in poverty, American families who can't afford food. They do so much more with that money.
It's like Katie also probably thinks like the mafia are really good as well because they give loads of their money to their local churches and stuff. So really oh yeah, the mafia are really cool. Sure, they smuggle drugs or like harass people, but it's fine. It's good. They give all their money to charity.
Not a new fact. I think I saw someone recently, I can't cite exactly what I'm talking about, but I overheard a conversation talking about how a lot of strip clubs are very, very charitable, and the girls that work in strip clubs, a lot of the time, I'm sorry if I'm overgeneralizing here, but are very charitable and do good with their money. And obviously
See what I mean? See what I'm saying? So it's like Kay hates porn, but she's got like a soft spot for like the women who do it. She victimizes them. This is what I'm trying to say to you. It's like this is what she wants to do. She wants to be able to do porn, but she just doesn't want the stigma for it. She wants to do like, I think she wants to be an adult model. Do you see what I'm saying? She wants to be naked, but she doesn't want people to jerk off to it. That's what I'm trying to say. She wants to be like, probably someone, someone like someone would make out of marble or something, or like you draw a picture of her. That's like what she wants. She wants, she wants to be naked with integrity. She doesn't want to do it if it means someone's going to get an erection and come to it. That's just fucked. She just wants to like you to watch it. Like she'd be in like a really classy like movie or something. We're looking at some kind of like perfume advert. I just don't get this. It's so strange. You just think like she'd be like really against it, but she doesn't. 'Cause she always somehow like thinks that every woman who ever does porn has always been just manipulated by some dude. It's like, why is there no one's ever intervened? Why is like her mum not intervened? I'm sure she would have called her mum up and been like, what are you up to? Like, oh, I don't know. I've been like, oh, this guy's been asking if I should do porn. She's probably like enables her and just goes, you should go for it, honey, while you're young. Fuck men anyway. They're just going to use you anyway. You might as well get money out of it. And that's like the stupid logic that they do because their mums secretly like want to ruin their like daughters' lives as well. Like, there's a theory about that. They want them to like stay with them forever. So they just want to like set them up to fail.
Charity thing, she's helping her family pay things off, and I think they are good things. I think it would be silly of me to completely glaze over the fact that they do good. As much as people may think that I villainize these people, then I hate workers, all of this nonsense, I can acknowledge that actually people like Sophie Rain and Piper have probably done way more for charity than I will ever be able to do. Although I do think that when you get to a certain amount of money, I think it's...
You know what you could do though? You could settle down, have some kiddos, and do that'd be nice. They're nice white kids. That'd be really cool. Why don't you do that? Just don't marry like a black dude. Just even if it's like some low T white dude, I don't care. Just it's better than that. Just go for it. Don't worry about the charity because you'll be a charity soon, and you need people to look after you. So you should have family. Just don't worry about others. Just sort out people at your own like life and your like remit. Don't think you have to like. You don't need to fix the world. It's like you're not the one to do that.
Spending, I guess, the excess of money that you have on good causes, I think like it's a good thing to do because we don't see a lot of it. But if you're earning millions and millions, I mean, if you can earn millions in a day, I would like to think that most people would do that with their money. That's normal.
So exactly. So you just completely like proved my point. So it's like, why are we giving them praise if you're just going to say that if anyone does that, they'll do it? Because then also, it's like, the difference of it being a way as well is it's like relative. For example, if I give £1, that actually might be more of a percentage of my total value, like how much money I have, comparable to if like Sophie Rain gave even like 10,000 or something. I'm not even kidding. She's got loads of money. So this is just this illusion that you're playing again, where it's not proportional. It's just because she has more money that it seems more impactful. Because when she puts an article, if I put an article out that says, "Input gave £1 to to like the McDonald's, would you like to donate button," and I just felt really charitable that day. I was like, "Fuck it, just give them £1." Like that doesn't sound very interesting, does it? But then, if Sophie Rain like donates even less of her total value of her net worth, not only does she get PR points because like it's suckers like Katie fall for it, but then she probably like makes more donations. She probably gets more business for it because it's not a true charitable thing unless no one knows about it. So the fact that you know about it just means that she's getting a PR for it because she would have just done it anonymously. I've always said the only way you can get away with um, doing stuff like that is if someone else catches you doing it. It's just completely like unstaged. Even that, it's just, I don't know. People are probably going to be like, it's so coincident. I don't know. I just think it's very difficult for you to do it in good, like complete good faith if people are aware you're doing it. But the people don't get that. They just seem to just, again, the ends justify the means. They just see, oh, it's giving money to charity. They didn't have to do it. The ergo, as Kay would use, and it must be really, really good, really smart, not smart, really charitable. What do you mean a great loss? Oh. Probably should just end it. I'll just continue to watch it.
Right, but I think to give credit where credit's due, you've got these billionaires that do nothing with their money, but then you've got these workers who do good with their money. So I think when you talk about what does workers add to society, obviously work in general, I think it brings a lot of issues to society. I think it's exploitative, and that's by no means me dismissing all of the primarily all of the negatives that are surrounded by work. I think a lot of people sometimes get confused when we have these conversations and they're demonizing all workers, and that is not the case. You can't, demonize an entire group of people because of the moral issues surrounding by the work that they do. It just doesn't work. I think Piper is probably a good person, and I think Sophie Rain is probably a good person. It's difficult.
It's just that everyone wins everything award. Let's just let everyone be everyone. Everyone gets to win. Everyone wins a prize. We're all good because this is just what women do. They always just want to try and see the best in everyone. They just think everyone project themselves and they go, "Oh, everyone's just doing the best they can." And I love my mom. Don't get me wrong, but like she's like that as well. She'll just like go, "I'm sure they tried as hard as they can. It's not good enough. I don't fucking care. I don't think it's good enough." The world isn't made from good intentions. It's made from fucking results. No one cares. No one fucking cares, dude.
Really a good person. It's difficult because a lot of people will say, well, how can you support them when they do work? I think it's...
Does like the drunk camera again, so that's what like I have to feel like sort of like understand her points. So it's like, who cares? This shit is just babble. I mean, I'm sure you could say the same about what I say, but at least I'm like self-aware about it. And I don't think my farts are like smell good, and I don't like go around just with this massive ego. I don't. I really don't. I just find this all this everyone just getting on the mic and just saying, thinking that they know. It's just brilliant. And I guess you could say the same here. It's like, how do you know? But at least I do have like just more like experiences. I just feel like it just people will like probably disagree with me somehow. They'll say, "Well, Kay went to uni, even though I went to a higher education." But they'll say because she went there like earlier, and she's a woman. It's probably more relevant. And they'll say like the WH Smith job that she worked at is worth like all the time I've worked and all this stuff that I've experienced as a man that she wouldn't have experienced. And she hasn't even experienced those experiences as a woman because she, she just hasn't. Like she's just come out of university and she's just like on it and she went to watch the SpongeBob movie. And then that's like her job. This is like what she's contributing to society. She thinks this is really valuable and she thinks this is gonna be like some hallmark in its history, but it's not. Just don't think celebrities mean anything anymore. I just don't even think having like a big YouTube account, no one cares anymore. I just don't think it's not like really cool. I think if you just meet someone, you'd be like, "What's your job?" I'd be like, "Oh, a YouTuber." I'd be like, "Who are you? What do you do?" Like, "Oh, I just talk about, like, just give an example, like Warhammer or something like that." I'd just be like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." I probably would ask him questions just about like, because it's actually a bit more of an interesting job, I suppose. But I'm not like, I don't know, I won't be enamored, but I don't think it's as exciting as it used to be. It's not like when you was like iDubbbz and that generation. I just think like all the sort of celebrities have just been ruined now because you just got too much shit. All these like sloppers. You just got all these fucking like black guys who are just always got stupid names. I'm never gonna call them by their name. Just these names. I hate it. I hate these. It's all a humiliation ritual. It's all like designed. So what I'm telling you again is it's just to blur out any integrity or any sort of celebrities that we have. Instead of it just being, like I say, like the smartest people and the people who deserve the credit, they're going to give it to all these like idiots. So then when we look in history and just going to like look at like the best, the most, well, the highest paid entertainers of all time, it's just going to be like all these like fucking like black guys who are just like people like Kai Cenat, Ray K, and just ISO Speed, and just all these fucking weirdos in the Face Clan. There's all these fucking guys, just all these all these like basketball players, all these like rappers and shit. It's just designed to just try and diversitize out all white people and just replace it. They just keep doing it. They're hoping that just white people just get phased out. But it's not working.
Difference between shaming the individuals and you know, like the men we see online that say that they're worthless, they do nothing to society, when in reality they probably are contributing to society a lot more than they are. I think people just have a hard time describing why they have a problem with it. And it's about discussing it as an industry rather than honing in on the individuals and just calling them a bunch of cunts, because that's probably not true. Although I do think that the Bop House are a bunch of cunts because they're exploiting Piper and they...
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's very interesting how she's done that, and there's loads of stuff that I think went down with that. Cause I remember seeing a video, and I just think it's just so rich just to think, oh, I bet Sophie Rayne's such a victim because it's like she's falling for like her own trap. It's like women just fall for their own like lies, or they just like think that if they can just be like tee hee, I'm so innocent, they'll get away with it. It's like Hoktoa girl did with the fucking crypto stuff. Like it doesn't work anymore. I don't think it works. It might work on Katie, but it doesn't work on the vast majority of men anymore. Like, if you go on like when there was the shit going on with Sophie Rayne, like arguing with that like Florida politician who was trying to basically say if he gets into power, he's gonna like do this like 50% OnlyFans tax, which is great because it would just mean that she would have to lose half of her money. which would just be amazing. Because if she did that, she's already panicking. Because I think she's probably already burnt through like so much of it. Because these women are so stupid with their money. So she's probably already spunked like so much of it on just like actual garbage. You know how 46 million, but she probably will. She just buys all these like stupid like Louis Vuitton bags and probably goes out on these like fucking 10 grand lunches and dinners, and they all just add up and goes to these nightclubs and probably just spends like gets these stupid bottles of champagne and just stupid buys loads of houses for all her friends. I'm not even kidding. This is just the sort of shit these people do, and then they just go bankrupt immediately. And then it's like, so not only that, but this is the thing you gotta remember, is she's made 96 million, but people keep forgetting that she has to pay 50% on that. So already she probably is paying, she only gets like, she's getting like 50-ish million. So then, yeah, that's the thing. So if she's now having to pay another 25 million on top of that, um, but I don't know how it works because it might be 50% as well. So what do I mean? So she's made like no, no, that'd be too cruel. They couldn't do that because then she'd lose all the money. Just lose all your money. You just get taxed by IRS. You got to pay 50%, and then you got to pay 50% of your total earnings. She's the other 50%. To be honest, if they did that, it would be so funny. I don't think there'd be that much outrage. I really don't. That's the sad reality. You would really then find out who the true fans of porn are if they did that. The true like worms of the underground come out. If we just decided just to give a whore tax to just anyone who's done OnlyFans, just to really rub it in, like we just not want this because you can just do it. If you just vote, you can do what you want. I'm sorry to say it, you can just do what you want. If you had some crazy law like that and you managed to put it in front of people and they voted for it, we'd have to do it. And it's not weird anymore. It's the law. See what I'm saying? So it's just, but that's it. So if she's then gonna have to like lose 25 million extra, she'll be on 25 million. That's if she's telling the truth. And then that's it. That's basically all. I'm not trying to but 25 million is not enough to live on. I think people work that out. Um, she will probably struggle to get a job again because she's like one of the most popular OF people, and I think it's starting to really, the shame culture is starting to really come back now. I think people are definitely not being as like liberal about it anymore. There's like they got like the old diehards like Katie, but the left are like burning out now. I think people are starting to realise the left are just a bunch of insanos who are just trying to take power away from the patriarchy, and that's all it is. It's just those huge psyops made by probably like Jewish people or Muslims to anyone who just doesn't like straight white men who are just like your true Americans. If you think of Stan Smith from like American Dad, um, anyone who would hate Stan Smith, so being like brown, Russian, Chinese, Jewish, uh, Mexican, probably all whom. So that's it. That's what the Democrats are. You just got to think anyone who doesn't like Stan Smith, that's probably who would be in a Democrat. Like black people, uh, Indians, probably, yeah, Indians hate him. Even in the cartoons, they'll like draw them and they love them, but they don't. You just know deep down they don't. And it's true. Like I can talk to people, and I can just sort of tell sometimes when you talk to people, you can tell like if they respect you or not. And usually when you talk to like immigrants, they're just angry and they're not. They don't respect you. They just see you as just like infidel.
Having her for content a long time ago, which is strange and they shouldn't have been doing, you know? It's annoying. It's like 95% of what these people do, the top ones, is just scummy. It's just scummy and exploitative. But then you've got, 5% of them where it's like, yeah, Fair play, fair play. You've got to give credit where credit's due, and I appreciate it when these people are doing good with their money. It's their money.
It's just again, it's just this is just what Katie represents now. It's just this like weird type of woman who's just they've become men. They've just turned into like these like men. They're hyperfixated on money, but it's just even worse than with men. I feel like you get dudes who are like, yeah, it's all about the grind and the hustle, but this is just like the nth degree. It's just everything. This is what we've been fed lies. Obviously, like money just is a broken thing for women. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about it. I don't know if it's because it just represents power. I think it's just that's it. It's an easy an easy way to sort of show someone's powerful, isn't it? If you've got loads of X, you must be really, powerful, and then that's why they like you. But it's just, I always sometimes think, I was like, if we live in a society which we don't have money, like what are these women gonna do? Like if we just had a society where you don't need to go and earn money, you just go out and do something that you enjoy doing. You have to find another thing that you enjoy doing with your time. There's no real such thing as money. Like, if you just want to buy something, you just have to like maybe it's just based on time. You just wait for it. You have to like if you want to get like your Hello Kitty toy, you have to like order it and you've got to wait like a day or something, like a couple of days for it. And in that time, you've got to like make something. You got to like you'll do something. You got to like just go out and like fill your time. Food is all fine. So if you want, yeah, food's fine. So if you just want to go cook, you can. Go get food. You go in the supermarket. The difference is it all works because you only take what you need. There's not gonna be no Indian and black people who are gonna ruin it by going in there with like a car. They're like a big massive like a car and just fill it all up and ruin it because that's what happens. It's just gonna be full of all white people and they're all gonna be respectful and they're all gonna go and you can so you won't need the police and you're not gonna need like anything. You just go in the shop and they'll be like, "Where's all the cameras and all the what cameras?" Is there not going to be some guy following me around when I look? I mean, no. We don't think you're not going to steal it. You don't even need to worry about stealing. You can just take what you like. You just trust it. You're not going to like just take too much and just ruin it for you. Well, I'd say if I just want to take this chicken, I can. Well, yeah, but just don't take too much. Just maybe just take one, maybe one a day. If you want like a piece of some chicken, go for it. That's how it would work. That's how it should work. But the problem is, if they do that today, you'll get like some woman will come in and wearing a burqa, and she's just gonna like see the dick. It's like just take what you want, and then she'll just like go to all the meats and all, even though they're not halal, or just something. Just like fill up her whole like a bag just full of it. And just take it, and then she'll come back, she'll leave, and then in about like, a couple of minutes time, there'll be like her and two other women in burqas, and probably like five like brown looking dudes who will come in, and they're just gonna start like swiping everything, and the shop will be empty in like about 10 minutes. So then that's why it doesn't work because then you realize, oh, we can't do stuff like that, so I'm gonna need to have like security on. I'm gonna need to like have change the policy on the shop because we can't do this. And that's why this happens. You could have that system if you had like again high trust people, but if you just have all these like people who come from all these like bombed out countries where it's just it's dog eat dog jungle, and they have to like find. They see like a guinea fowl running in the town center. They all have to like fight for it because they know like whoever eats that guinea fowl is gonna like have a nice chicken dinner for dinner. So we see that. I used to see like some women just some shit. It's like McDonald's chips are served cold, which has never happened. I've never had that happen. So, but again, it's just a black, just black people just being just looking for fights because this is what they want. They want to be hit. I think they do. I think they secretly do want to be like hit. I mean, they all want to go back to Africa because at least then they'll love it. Because then at least if they do freak out and they can just fight each other, it doesn't matter. They can just go and fight to the heart's content. They can just smash like they get one woman's head up and just. They're not going to do it. The police aren't going to do anything. They'll just have to like. It'll just be street justice. it's just what happens in a lot of these countries. It's like they don't really have police. It's just more, yeah, like you can have these communities, and it's like if you, so say like, if you like murder someone in the town and they know, they'll just they just like they'll just come and lynch you. So like the town will just break down your door, and then they're just gonna like bound you, and then you're gonna like probably need to give you a really horrible death. They'll like probably like crucify you or something like that, and then just shoot you in a shallow grave. Cause they don't fuck around.
They can do what they want with it, but it's nice to see when people are, using it for good. More people should be doing that, though. That's the best.
I find therapy is a really great way to reflect and to be a bit more present with what's going on in your life and to slow.
More people should be doing that, though. That's the best minimum. Making videos are like, get Piper on Kill to see this now, and I need help with my cat, and I need this amount of money. And I don't even feel bad. Like, I don't even feel like they're doing it just, like, for me to give them money. I just, that's what this is for. That's what this whole entire process is for. So, y'all, I'm giving out money,
Yeah, this is so can you not see it again? This is like the sort of the psyops. The psyops is like to convince young women, young girls, that they need to be able to provide for their family, which is just ridiculous because you don't. I know like that's like a really humble thing that you need to like think about, but I just think you don't. I just think as a parent you've kind of failed. If your kid needs to go out and feel that, I'm sorry to say to you, I understand it might be like you probably maybe had it hard or whatever, but then I just don't know, like why is that? I don't know. There's probably very few people where I'd be like that. I'd feel like that. Maybe if you were widowed, like war widowed, maybe. I don't think that's going to be the case. It's probably a lot of these times the reason that like it's hard for them are going to be decisions made by ex-parent or whatever. But I just feel like you do get these people where it's like, well, I can't rest until I know that I've retired my dad. I was like, you fucking kidding me? My dad retired when I was like I was like in my 20s. So he had such a good life. He like retired so early because back when he was in the police, you only had to do like 30 years service to retire. So he retired like a crazy early, and he even got like another job afterwards because he just had time. He just thought to do it. But no, he was easily past that. I was like, no, he's fine. He doesn't need to worry about it. But I just like think, like, yeah, you get all these people where it's just this is their like mission, is they seem to just come from some dirt poor shithole, and they're like, I gotta go and break my mum out of this. It's like this is the thing I gotta do, and then they go on stream, and it's just all that's what they do. It's usually black people, and they're like, gotta go try and get my mom out of the Bronx, gotta get my mom out of the streets, dude, and the gutter. And they were like, everyone's like really upset. I'm gonna give you some money, man. I want you to get you like. And they always do like stupid platitudes where they're just like talking. They got like some stupid like black music in the background. And they're like, yo, gang. Yo, what's up, Chad? Yeah, you just, gotta keep powering through. Even though it feels like a struggle, just gotta keep doing what you gotta do. And people gonna tell you that you can't make it. Well, they're just haters and jealous of you. So what you gotta do is just remember that you can be the best that you can ever be. It's just shitty shit. It's like, I don't care. Like, not everyone can be the best. I'm sorry. Just stupid, like, black narcissism. It's just like, hey, you have to be the best. It's not good enough that you just have enough money to be happy. You need to have all of the money. You need to make sure other people are poor. It's not good enough that other people, you are like wealthy. You need to make sure that you just have, you ruin it. Just take as much as you can. Even if you end up being the person who has all the money, that's what you need to aspire to do. Try and get all the money. Then you walk around, whilst everything on's destitute, and you can like, walk around in a gold suit, and you can just like be like, yeah, I got all the money in the world. Is that what you want? And that's like how Monopoly is, by the way. You play a game of Monopoly, but actually, like, the result of the game is that you win, and then no one can do anything because no one's got any money. You own all the hotels. No one's got any money to do anything, and it's just one person who's just got everything. That's just eventually what happens. Monopoly is just a very very quick like glimpse into like what happens when you just use like money. And then it's like BlackRock is just basically like doing that. They're just buying up all the property. This is what it is. So BlackRock will just eventually just be like the owner of this all private land. Because I don't know. There's probably some like ironically monopoly laws to prevent that, but I don't know. Probably not. I'll probably get around it somehow. I'll probably just set up like shell companies. Well, I mean, I've been playing this game for a good solid week, and I can't beat it, so it's done very well. I haven't been pussing around. I've been playing this game pretty much every day, and I still haven't beaten it. And I got it like over a week ago, so in terms of value for money, it's very good.
Yeah, see, I find this really weird. I recently was thinking about this. I see it in every Bob's Instagram, TikTok comment section, people begging for money. Weird. Stop doing that. Just don't. You don't do that, right? Begging an 18-year-old who I think has been exploited for a very large chunk of her life.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Just even if the people who are begging have themselves been exploited, maybe they're not even 18. Say fuck you. How dare you do that? What if you're 15 and you're begging for money? Don't you dare beg for an 18-year-old. That's horrible. Katie's like, right, it's fucked.
For money.
Remember, Katie knows everything. She knows all of the people. She'll know in her brain. They'll all be like straight white men, like me. It'd be me, like typing, going, like, please show me your tits, you fucking whore. It's not like some Indian guy who like his hands covered in poo and he's just like, he's covered in bug bites. He's just angry at everyone. He's just it hurt him. He's just angry. He'll never ever get this the gaze of a woman like that. He's just gonna be like always just seen as like some kind of like lower caste human. Or it's going to be like some Afghan guy who just hates all white people and just hates anyone who's Western. So it's not that. It's always good. She knows. It's always going to be like some very well dressed, like white guy who's like got a monocle and he's got a top hat. And he'll be like, "Fuck you, you little bitch! Give me some money, whore."
Odd, isn't it? It is odd to me. I think that's weird. Stop doing that. Just don't. You don't do that, right? Begging an 18-year-old who I think has been exploited for a very large chunk of her life for money is odd, isn't it? It is odd to me. I think that's weird. But then again, it's not. You know, if you don't ask, you don't get. I suppose. A lot of people are taking it really well, and yeah, all love to you guys. All love to everyone. I mean.
All love to everyone, all the terrorists, all the pedophiles, exactly, just stupid shit, just stupid things that women just don't. They have to be liked by everyone, and this is why they can't do anything, because they just can't. They have to be like, everyone's got to love me, got to be like, and this is why they freak out when women. If you don't give women attention, they freak out. I love doing it because it just drives them insane. If you just ignore women, they go insane. If you just ignore them, but just sort of like slyly every now and then, just like make it jabs at them and comments about them, just like rip on them, it drives them insane because they want you to like say something like good about you. Them, they want you to say a compliment or like they want you to say a compliment. So if you don't do it, they just go fucking crazy.
I don't judge anybody.
Yeah. Were the Bop House part of the, like, giving you that boost of motivation to really do it? Because you said everyone's telling you, no, don't do it, and you didn't want to listen to them. Was that you, or was there any other people that were like, girl, do it?
Girl, do it. I mean, no, I think so. You know, a lot of them, I didn't talk to them too long, like, right before then, because I knew that it was kind of a touchy, they've been working with me, like, at these critical times when I'm 17, and they're getting so much hate for working with me, and I just didn't want them to be a part of it at all, because I just didn't want them to. But, right, they were in town for my birthday, and I was, like, really stressed out. I was just, like, stressed out with, like, the way I'm gonna go with my life, and, I've definitely had, like, deeper conversations with all of them, and they've all just been like, just do whatever makes you feel good. Like, don't listen to what other people, like, don't think about all the things that could go wrong, or the things that, oh my god. Like, yeah, good advice, guys. Good advice. Don't think about all the things that can go wrong, and only don't think about it. Don't think about it, because money's the most important thing ever. No, it doesn't.
Suddenly she's changing. Like, she's just like, oh no, and now suddenly I've got, like, money isn't everything. Sometimes it's girl, get your bag. Other times it's no, money isn't everything. So there's this line. So what I mean, you can't have these, like, half liberal women like hey, it's just, it's like Brittany Venti's the same. It's like, oh, I think I'm on the right, but I'm not, because I was again when I was watching her video where she's like roasting Pearl. It's weird because I actually thought she was someone on the right, but I don't think she is. I just think she's like apolitical, which fine. But then you can kind of decide. It's easy to say that, but I think to be a centralist is very hard because like you have to somehow just ride that line, and you got to be like so careful about like anything you say, because if you're gonna ever drop any hint of any biases or any loyalties, allegiances, or to any particular like minority group or presidents, any very good at it. I think I was watching it for like an hour or so, and because obviously like the actual structure and the nature, sorry, the actual context of what was being spoken about was being brought up, because like the debates would be talking about things about how men are underprivileged in society. And I just noticed that like whenever they said that, Brittany would never really kind of jump on that to chastise Toe. She would just kind of like let Anna just say the fact or whatever. But it wasn't like she would then say like, yeah, it's like Pearl doesn't really understand actually what it is like for a lot of men out there and how hard it is, and just there are a lot of men that do unfortunately just have to go for it. She just kept very quiet, and then or just made an instant, which just to me again, it sort of it shows us like this misandry that a lot of these modern women actually have. They know how to play the game, they know how to use men. Some know how to do it better than others. But I think Britney's just high. She's like more like higher up on that. She's just she'll have friends that, or probably all of her friends will probably be the guys, because she just gives me that vibe that she's like she's just yeah one of these women who's probably just got all these like men friends who probably all like guys she used to date. And yeah, she just secretly doesn't really. Or maybe, yeah, but sorry, it's going to be caveats. So all the men that she hangs out with are either going to be like black or like mixed race or some kind of like. I don't know if she's gonna. I think she probably will be. She's probably possibly going to be. I think she probably will be just like a misandrist towards like straight white men. She always mentions Abba and Preach in a sort of fondly manner. So this is what I mean. I think she's going to be like, she's one of these women who, she's Schrodinger's woman, because she can just, when she wants to be white, she'll be white. But when she wants to be black, she'll be black. But I just think like she knows that, and she's very aware that what she can do and get away with, because she did the blackface stuff and says the N word, and it's like, okay, fine. She's definitely aware. Like, and also that is just another thing as well, because when she did that, she didn't even get punished for it, and that just empowers her more. So like she didn't. Not that I agree that anything should have happened. I'm just saying there was like no massive, any huge like push to try and even get her banned. Is what I'm trying to say. Which is why I'm saying like I think these women just they always just try. They get bored because they're actually just trying to get some real punishment, or like some real, I guess, someone to like daddy down and just tell them off, because they're just so used to just walking around and everyone kissing their ass all the time. Which is basically what a lot of these women do, because they're just like these celebrities. So they just so used to just getting people who just kiss their ass, and then anyone who just sort of gives them any criticism, they just ignore them, or dismiss them as being insane or just some coping mechanism. They just become like these little prima donnas because they. That's what happens.
Matter whether you regret it further down the line and then want to take your own life. That doesn't matter. No, that's fine. It doesn't matter if you want to go down a specific route but can't because of your online digital footprint. No, forget about all that. It's fine. Think of the money. Yeah, think of the money. Don't worry about all that. No, family relationship, no, friendships, no, that, right? It doesn't.
This is it, kettle pot black. This is what I'm saying. Do you remember when I was saying, like, I think I'm going to make something flippant, and I say that actually what Katie's doing isn't far off from, like, stripping? This is what I'm saying. It's different it is a little bit different, but the end result is the same. The end result is to just prevent women like Katie and Pippa from just having babies. That's just it. Because even like Katie now, she's not aware of it. But even her now, at her age, she's lost out on just, if she wanted to have like 8 kids, you can't do that now because, well, maybe. But just what I mean, it's just, this is the, see, every year that's just been taken off, she hasn't got kids. It makes it harder and harder for her to reproduce, and she can only have less kids, and that's fine. They want that. They want her to only probably have like 1 or 2 kids because you need to have like at least, we need to have like 4 really, 4 or 5 to get back, but she's not going to do that. She'll probably start to want to maybe have kids in her 30s, and then if it's all fine and dandy, she might be alright, but some women, it's very difficult. And plus, the kid's not better off either.
Matter. You got to do it for the moolah. All right. Remember that. Don't even worry about the moral implications. Don't even worry about the fact that there's pedos queuing up to watch you be naked. Don't think about that. Okay. Think about the yachts.
Why are they pedos though? If she's 18 as well, aren't they? That's just weird. I don't get it. Just this is what I'm trying to say. She just says these words. It's just, how can she get away with saying that?
And the private jet. That's what matters here. Great advice, Bop House. Great advice. Ugh. It's okay, Katie. Suppress it. It's fine. Take a deep breath. I'm really trying to focus recently, guys, on mindfulness. Yeah, you wouldn't know, because I'm an angry... You can't predict the future, and just do what you want to do. Like, they didn't pressure me at all. Like, at all. And they literally had nothing to do with it at all. So I hate when people say that, like, they were grooming me into doing it. It's like, honestly, like, you guys are making that a thing. So... If I didn't know them at all, I would still be doing the same thing I'm doing.
You know, like, what's even more messed up, right? And this is why I don't care about, like, what she's got to say. Is because the only other video I saw of her was, like, she did this, like, collab of Ray K. And to give you context, Ray K is just this fucking... actual, like... He is, like, retarded. He's just, like, actually the stupidest black person ever. It's just, like, Kai Cenat's strange, like, he's, like, 17, but he was in his, like, wheelhouse from, like, when he was, like, 16 or something. And I think the only people who watch him are going to probably either be... Because I don't think the older ones are going to be watching her. So it's probably just going to be loads of, like, it's all going to be all the black kids who are just, like, under, like, 15, probably. And that I am uncomfortable just to say it like that, because this is the other thing. Every time, like, you hear the people who do this, they always have to be really careful with identity politics. It's like, I was watching, what was it? It was like Dumpy or someone. He's just like talking about Sniper Wolf, and he's like, "Yeah, Sniper Wolf, you just don't understand that all your fans are just gonna either be like little kids, or just like these retards, gooners." And I'm like, "Can you just be more specific?" It's not necessarily retard gooners. It's not. It's probably going to be mostly Indians, like people who can't fuck black women, white women. And also, like, people who've got, like, issues where they can't get on porn, so they're just, like Indian, like, 13-year-olds, so, like, they can't go on porn, so they'll just go and, like, Sniper Wolf's video, and they'll just think, oh, she's hot, she's got big tits, I'm just gonna, like, jerk off of this. That's what they do. And they all know the racket. They all do, because they all dress up for it. So they always like wear low cut tops or just like emphasize have some kind of jewelry to emphasize their tits, and they just always had the camera in the perfect position. So it's always like their cleavage is just always there, and they always like have like the most like uh, it's just the most tarnish like makeup on. It's like you just know that this is what's happening. Same like Pokemon as well. Very sure like there's like a video I watched on X where Pokemon's just like just really trying to like get a husband, I guess. And she was just like pretending to like jerk someone off on stream. It was just really fucked.
Unfortunately, so sorry. Yeah, you probably still be doing it because of your upbringing and your mum who was a weirdo. And again, I feel bad because I know she really didn't want that documentary to be made, but unfortunately, you're not the only person in the world, and other people were in that child group, you know? It's not all about you, unfortunately. And also being like, yeah, unfortunately, I would have dropped the link is also kind of odd. What do you mean, unfortunately? You wanted to do it, you said. I get it's sarcastic, I'm just tearing apart everything she's saying, but that's because I think this is weird outwardly. They may not have been like, you will, you're an OnlyFans, but they facilitated you. They had you in the bop house. They showed you what a great life it is. Not that she needed that, to be fair. I'm sure she earns a lot of money, but, you know, money when you're at that top level, it's like nothing else. We're all in the wrong job. We're all in the wrong, maybe that's the crux of this, but maybe I'm in the wrong field.
Yeah, you're absolutely she is. Should be making someone's dinner. It's half 7 here. Should be putting her kids to bed, getting them ready for like school in the morning, getting their lunches ready and stuff. But no, she's not. She's just sat here, just like talking about fucking an 18-year-old doing porn. It's like great. And she's been tricked because she gets given money that in her brain she thinks that's like fine. So instead of her having a legacy, she just thinks as long as she gets money now, that's all that matters. She can just try and like get a legacy later. But the problem is like, well,
Can you imagine? It's not funny. I'm not going to joke about that.
but the difference with me as a bloke is like I can wait until I'm 60. If I still wanted kids at 60, I can still do it. I can still make children when I'm 60. She can't. She doesn't get that option. Easy. You just have like a 20, like mid 20-year-old like wife in your 40s. You easily just have.
Or am I? No, I'm joking. Or am I? Sure not. No, I'm joking. Or am I? No, okay. The joke's gone on too far now. It's getting not funny. Continue. It's actually not funny. Okay. I don't know why I made that joke because I actually get annoyed when people ask if I'm going to drop an OnlyFans. It pisses me off. But sometimes it's just funny to joke about. Cope, I guess.
Yeah, no, that was like a huge rumor I saw online about like the Bop House, which like it made me sad because like I've met like you and the Bop House, and like I never got any vibes of everybody being we need to like get everybody to do OF like at all. Like
No, because they don't think like that. They don't. Okay, but this is straw manning. This is complete straw manning nonsense. Of course, like yes, they're not gonna sit there and be like, we need to get everybody to do. The whole point is they should not have had a minor in the bop house doing.
Yeah, that's. I think that part has like gone over my head a little bit actually. But yeah, that's a good point because I forgot that she was that one. She was this woman who was on the Bop House, I think, yeah, last year or something. I feel like I'm trying to remember because I feel like it must have been last year then because I think it was like last year. Because of the Bop House, I just have all of these. I just remember this was the time when there's all these shitty like the kids putting all these stupid TikToks out. It was just like them, and I think it was around Christmas time because they were always wearing like Christmas themed like pajamas. It was always the same like these like stretchy uh like pajama stuff, and they were just always doing these like stupid dances with these dumb expressions on their faces, and it just all looked like the same types of women. And it's just like you could just see this is just like black and Indian babe. It's just like their types of dream women. It's just the same types of women, just like giant ass, like giant tits, like little kid face. It's just the most fucked thing. It's like, and people were like, hey, like all men really want that. And it's not. It's this still like a certain deprived black and Indian guys. That's what they want. Cause it's just like And then if you let them have money, they'll like just want their like girlfriend to go get a BBL and just get a massive ass. That's what black men do. They just want the woman with the biggest ass. So if they secretly could, there's a video of some woman who's got like a giant ass. It's obviously fake. It's just at the gym, like doing some like squats or something like that. And everyone's giving her like weird looks. And I was like, this is what happens. You give black people money. They do. They just like find some woman and just pay horrendous amounts of money for her to get like all this fat sucked in her ass. So some black guy, so he can jerk off to her or something. It's fucked. And the Jews love it. They want them to. Because then because he's American, they'll be like, oh, look at what the Americans are doing. The Americans are fucked.
I thought, like, you know, I liked Kayla, like, a little bit. Thought she seemed quite genuine.
I guess massive fat ass woman.
Turned out to be a really genuine
Big
guy.
wobbly ass woman.
You guys seem to be quite common sense people. Like, I understand you've got Piper on because the views will hit. I get it. I get what it's about. But, like, you don't sit there and, like, play this game. Because you're being stupid, and I think you're doing it on purpose. But, yeah, we know that they didn't outwardly threaten to force Piper into OnlyFans and traffic her into it. The whole point is normal people don't want to make content with a minor. Normal people aren't like, yeah, I'm a worker, we're all workers, but come on, minor, let's do content together. That's not what normal people would do. And I think the problem is
That's always a question I've always had. Oh, no, sorry, not a question. A point I always had was like, I always feel really like put off whenever I hear like about a porn star doing anything with the kids, even if it's like, I think this was there because it was like Sophie Rain was doing it at Christmas time. She's like, I'm going to donate 250k of my money to help the poor disadvantaged kids of Florida so they can get presents that they couldn't afford. And I put a joke where I retweeted the post with that on. I was like doing like a fake conversation. I was some kid being really excited that they were able to get their presents because some whore was able to like make money from like Indians and black people jerking off to some white woman. This is what I mean. The ends justify the means. They don't see it like that. There's women like Katie, their brains are too small. They can't see it. But when I see it, that's all I see. I just think, oh my god, I wouldn't be able to live it down if I knew that. That's the humiliation ritual for me. It's if I knew, like, I was in one of those situations as a bloke, and like I didn't realize I took some charity, and I found out like down the line it was because Sophie Rain donated. I'll be like, oh my god, I can't. It's just, do you know what I mean? It's like knowing that you're using money that was used to like to sell like like Nazi gold or something like that. You just can't do it. Fuck, it's like bad juju. It's mental. Because that's it. You got like a billion dudes. Yeah, you've probably got like 700 million Indian guys. You just need tiny amount of them. Even if you got a couple mil. Nah, that's like loads. You got a couple mil. 2 million Indians, and they pay $5.99 each. You see what I mean? That's like a good like 12 million. This is the sort of thing they do. That's why when you think actually about what Sophie Rain did, I'm just like, oh, I get those. It's just mad. Just man's mad. Just ban porn. Just ban it. Just ban porn. Kate probably aspires to do that. She would love to be a millionaire. It's what women do. They just all want to like just be rich. All they care about just themselves. They just want to like get rich, just eat food, not contribute anything, and just get like validation just from like a collection of dudes. That's all they do. They just have like, a roster of dudes, and they can just live just vicariously through all of that.
Time is shit at this point. We're all just like normal people, I guess. And it feels good to be around people who don't judge you as well. Because I don't have a lot of people who don't judge me. And that's okay. I don't really want a lot of friends. I don't need a boyfriend. I don't need any of that stuff. So I'm just like, it's cool. We're good. It is what it is.
So you think you have like good people in your corner, especially while you're like stepping into
She's ruined now. It doesn't. No matter what she does now, I'm just telling you now. Moving forward, this is what we'll learn. Is now that she's done it. Even if you just admit that you even just thought about starting one, I think a lot of guys will get a bit weird about that. You'd probably be okay if you actually you said you thought about it and you didn't. You'd probably be alright because there's definitely a difference. It's the same with like saying if you, in my opinion, if you say you're gonna do something versus if you do it. You see what I mean? That's the thing, isn't it? But I think if you've done it and you've actually made an account, it doesn't even matter if it's successful. To be honest, it's like I don't know what she's worth. Actually, to be honest, it's just this is the real reality. It's like there have been like whether they're real or not, it's all up to whatever. But I'm willing to think they are because women just don't seem to care, have no shame about like admitting when they fuck up. It's much to the amusement of a lot of men, really. They're just like how you'd have to like waterboard me for this to come out. But yeah, you get like some women who like openly say that they have an OnlyFans and like they only got like 2 people, no one paid for it, and it's like now and they know like all their friends and family like no, it's just like you idiot, you just this like that's the worst case scenario. And again, this is what the certain religion want you to do because they now know that that woman is now going to become um like a vagabond. No one's going to want to like speak with them anymore. No one's going to take them seriously anymore. They're just going to become like some kind of like it's probably just ironically just become like a whore because they're just going to like not. I don't know. I just think if you might be able to like get away from it, maybe if you do like a lot of you work with a lot of companies and you can sort of maybe because that's you say stuff is on the internet forever. But I think if like if you're a small creator and like you basically had no traction, then you probably could just like get rid of it. I mean, maybe possible people might have, you might have a few like people you know might have saved it and kept in the wank bank, but they can't. In theory, they can't share it. That's the thing you should be able to know is that if you delete it and when they shared it, I think they technically it's revenge porn or some manner. So, you see what I mean? So, and you might just be able to scrub that. I think there's like websites you can use where they will just like try and like scrub all that any proof of. Yeah, I don't know. And then I presume you're going to use an alias as well, so you can hopefully like I don't know. I'm just trying to say. But that's I think like, a lot of women like that. You're just trying like just try and forget about it, and you'd hope people would forget about it, and you just meet new people, and you just never bring it up, and you just hope that maybe it could just be a dark secret. You just think no harm, no foul. It was stupid. I did it. No one bought into it. But that's it. I'd say that's maybe kind of a kind of lie. You might be able to just like you probably shouldn't lie at all, really. But I'm sure if you probably told the right guy, they might think it's okay. I don't know. It's a really difficult one because I just think, like, especially, I think it's like if you're definitely like a big, prolific OnlyFans star. I think it's just the fact that when they know, like, guys know that loads of people have seen a woman naked, they don't want to, they don't care. Some dudes will, the black and Indian guys will, but they won't. High value white dudes. like black and Indian dudes are always like the bottom tier of everything. So if you fail at everything as a white woman, like you just always like those are gonna be like the two evergreen things you can always find. There's always gonna be some black guy who's gonna take a white woman, even if she's like fucking hideously ugly, really fat, married, and like really old. There'll always be some black dude who'll be like horny enough because that's what they do. They just wake up and they're just gonna think about like, oh, what can I do? Just wake up, just eat something. Probably then just go on like Tinder and just try and like hook up with married women, just try and break up marriages because they're in a dry spell and women are just like this is why they shouldn't just be on social media because they get tempted. But it's just what the men happens. The men have to go to work and then they're hoping that your wife's just like not doing anything bad, but she's probably just gonna go on the Instagram because why the fuck not? Because it's just so easy for women just to go on there to get a dopamine hit. And then they'll just get like Tyron will just come in and chat and they'll be like, hey, you look pretty cute. And she'll be like, hey, T, oh, I'm married. And he'll just like keep on hitting because black people do that. They don't get hit. They're always horny. And then like eventually, like there'll be a period where they get in an argument or something like that. I'm just telling you, this is what will happen. And then she'll like be like, I'm going to go stay in a hotel, and then this is what happens. And she'll like be upset about it, and they would be in a sort of like talking relationship. And she'd be like, oh, I'm so upset. I don't want to talk to him anymore. He just broke my. Hey, but yo, what if I come around? I mean, maybe we could make it better. I don't know if that'd be appropriate. Look, I'm not gonna do anything. I know that you're in a bad situation right now. And it's just this is it. This is all just like the women love that. They know this. They know what's happening. They're they're trying to virtue signal so that they can try and like prove that they didn't want it, but they don't because they do it. Because if they didn't want it, they would just say, "Oh no, I don't want. I don't think that's appropriate." But thank you. I think I'm just gonna go to sleep. And then I'll talk to my husband tomorrow. I'm gonna like call my parents up, just speak to them, and go talk to some random dude that I just met in my random like DMs, who I've probably kept in my DMs because I'm attracted to them. Because like, again, if you're just some ugly person and you're not getting anything out, like, why would you keep them? And then it's what happens, and then it's like they do that, and then they've ruined their like that's it. They just ruin their marriage. Maybe they hide it, but it'll just eventually they let out that happens. That man finds out, and it's like, well, there's loads of trains of thought with this. You could be like, whose fault is it? Is it the woman's fault because she was doing that? Yeah, of course. Is it the black man's fault because he was just even in the country and even there and just that's all he was doing. He was just trying to look for like white women to just mess with. Yeah, definitely. You know, is it the husband's fault because he didn't? So I'm saying, like, I don't know, he put more boundaries on his wife. Probably. This is just why, like, you can't win. You just as a man, you just can't win because you just. It's just a woman just has too many options to do stuff that are bad and not even bad. I would say because then to the women they're not. It's just only bad to like the guys. To them, it's always seen as empowering because they just always bring it back to, well, this is what it would have been like in the Mad Max days. And I'd be like, okay, but what's that got to do with me? I don't know you from the Mad Max days. I'm not even from the same country as it. Well, there would have been all these like sexist like executives in like the 80s and 90s, and I'm like, okay, well, again, what's that got to do with me? Well, we got to make up for it. Why? Because that's what like children do, and that's what we are. We're like just we're just bratty kids, and we when we get offended by things, we're not gonna like let it go and just like get over it. We're gonna get really emotional about it and hold grudges, and you know what I mean? Only kids do that.
So you think you have like good people in your corner, especially while you're like stepping into this new like
Of
territory.
course, but again, like not related, but especially isn't a word. Is it Americans that do this? especially, this is what Amberlynn Reid says, like, literally, especially, it's not a word, especially. Where's
Alright,
the
alright.